Welcome back to another episode of the Hard Hitter Podcast. I'm joined with Michael Balsack.
What's up, bitches?
Okay. Today we're back again doing a recap of week 2. Michael, how was your week?
That's such a weird question. It was good.
It's always good to ask. Ask the homies.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's just hop right into it. Game 1. Michael, why don't you kick us off?
Okay. Probably my favorite game of the week, to be honest with you. Made me really happy to see the outcome of this.
Made me right.
I fucking picked the Giants. Never happening again.
Yep.
I'll stand by that. They could be playing fucking Kent State, and I won't pick them to win. Fuck the Giants for the rest of this podcast.
Yeah, fuck the Giants.
But yeah, they sold the bag. There was just so much that happened, like the holding when Daniel Jones had like his big run. Slayton dropped the wide open touchdown, and then Dexter Lawrence jumped off sides. Yeah, not the best for the Giants.
It's terrible. Okay, and then on Sunday, Pats absolutely laid down the pipe on the Jets.
I mean, yeah, click on that. It just show Zach Wilson's stats. It was not good. I didn't personally watch this game, but maybe I'm wrong. But maybe he had like glimpses of being good.
Yeah, I didn't watch.
His stats were not good.
Interception.
He had 4 picks or whatever. Not good.
Yeah, if you're a rookie quarterback, you do not want to play against Bill Belichick.
Fuck no.
That is the last thing you want to do. But yeah, they get absolutely smacked. Pats get back on track. 1-1. Game number 3. Broncos beat the Jags. I thought the Jags played a little better than they have in week 1, but they still lose to the Broncos. Broncos stay undefeated. So
the Broncos are surprisingly decent.
They're solid. They're solid.
Yeah.
They haven't played a real team though.
No.
We'll see when they play a real team what happens.
Next game though. Fuck.
Yeah, Bills are back on track. Holy Nikes, they killed.
But anybody who didn't watch was Tua got hurt on like the first quarter. I don't think that would have mattered though in the end score.
Yeah.
Well, obviously the Dolphins would have scored probably, but yeah, they got smoked.
It was bad. Next game, the Eagles hanging in on the Niners. Niners win though. I think that's good for the Eagles to say you can play with the Niners.
Yeah.
And I thought they played pretty well. Jalen Hurts has been playing well. Their defense obviously played good. So good signs for the Eagles. Maybe not a win, but good signs.
I think it's bad looks for the Niners who almost blew the lead to the Lions and then just did this.
Yeah,
it's like a bad 2-0.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a good 2-0, but a 2-0 nonetheless.
Yeah.
The next game, we got our first real good game. It was a really good game, back and forth. Yeah. Rams ended up squeaking it out, but the Colts are 0-2, but they can definitely come back from that because they're a good team, and the Rams keep rolling and they get a win against a good team. Thought Carson Wentz played well when he was in there, and
yeah, they played good, but I would say that the Colts aren't in that big of a problem being 0-2 because the Titans lost their first game. They almost went 0-2. That'd have been perfect for them, but they can easily come back from this.
Yeah, they got a lot of time still. Next game, the Raiders and
the fucking Raiders, man.
Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know. I don't think the Raiders are that good still.
I don't know.
They'll fall off. From the Steelers, though, you'd like to see a lot more from that offense.
Their offense was just not productive when I watched it. They were just
atrocious. Yeah, it's bad.
Like Najee had a touchdown, I think, off receiving.
Najee played okay.
He played terrible in the first half. I think he picked it up in the second. But
I don't know. They lose the dumbass call by Mike Tomlin. I still don't like Mike Tomlin as a coach. They were down by, you can see 9 with like 17 seconds, and they run a play, and Deontay Johnson gets injured with 0 seconds left on the clock in a 9-point game. So you couldn't even have won, and he gets injured. And he beat the receiver. It's so dumb. Take the knee. Just that is just terrible coaching. Terrible.
yeah.
Next game, Chicago Bears get it done against the Bengals. The defense played very, very, very well. 3 interceptions on the day. I think Jalen Johnson's the number 1 highest graded corner on Pro Football Focus at the moment, which they just don't throw his way. That's the problem. Nobody, because our other corners are just so weak that although they played well this game. Vildor played well. Duke Shelley played good in the nickel. There's a lot of good things that came from this game. If you're the Bengals, though, I don't know. Joe Burrow looked kind of shaky out there with some of those throws. On that pick 6, Roquan made a good read, but still just not a good throw. And same thing, Jalen Johnson pick.
The big news is obviously the health of Andy Dalton going forward, and
I think he'll be fine. They said bone bruise, so it's not a fracture.
Say he's out next game, and like Fields does really good.
Yeah,
do you think he stays in?
It's over. Yeah, once Fields plays good, it's over for Andy. And Andy knew that when he was on the sideline arguing with Matt Nagy, because he's like, I need to get back on the field, or if Justin plays good, I'm not going back in. He knew it.
He's playing for a contract in himself, because he knows he's short term.
Yep, he knows. He knows. Yeah. Well, I don't blame him, but yeah, that's that game. Next game, Texans lose to the Browns. Browns take care of business, although the Texans gave them a good scare.
I would say this was like the injury game, because didn't Tyrod get hurt?
And
Baker
out.
and Jarvis.
Davis Mills is going to be playing next week.
There's so many injuries in this game. Baker came back, but Jarvis
he's on
strained
IR.
MCL.
He's on the IR now. So a lot of injuries. It's not good for the Browns, but they get it done. Texans played well, though. I thought when I was watching, I had it on the background. Davis Mills was playing all right. We'll see what he can do week 3. But I'm interested to see, because he's my sleeper quarterback in the draft this year.
But the Texans did say no Deshaun will be happening, so
no Deshaun.
Which I think everyone expected that, but
it's Davis Mills. That's his team now until Tyrod gets back. Oh, the next game.
This was my upset of the week too, right here.
It was. No, you picked the Bengals. You said Bengals was the upset.
I gave 2 upsets, but this was my real one.
Yeah, well, I'll let you start off since it was your.
I said I thought the Saints were kind of a fluke, and that was not fucking good by the Saints.
It's terrible. They were terrible.
I don't even know if that was just the Panthers are good, or if the Saints are just that bad. I don't know, but
I don't know. We'll see.
I want to see the Saints stats. Just had like the seizures trying to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, James, that is terrible.
I said this week 1. I said this week 1. He had all those touchdowns, but he didn't throw for any yards.
Yeah, I think Kamara only had 5 yards. Yeah, Sam Darnold played fantastic.
If Kamara's not going for the Saints don't go.
Did he at least have a lot of receiving yards, Kamara?
25. Yeah, if Kamara's not going for the Saints, they're not going.
And I had DJ Moore on fantasy, and he did fantastic. He had like 20 points.
79.
Yeah.
That's all. Sam Darnold. That's a great game. That's a great game.
I'm kind of proud of him that he's just proven people wrong. That he wasn't this big bust.
He doesn't have to be the greatest player. He
played phenomenal.
If he doesn't, you go ahead.
And you got to think that this is the Saints team just smoked the Packers.
Yeah.
And it's the Packers last night just showed how good their offense was. So that's or 2 nights ago, but that's scary.
Yeah, but like Sam Darnold is just playing so much better because he has players he can throw to now. Like if he doesn't have something open, no. If he doesn't have something open, he can always check it down to Christian McCaffrey. And he can make a play and break it off for 30 yards. He's a fine quarterback. He's a fine quarterback. DJ Moore obviously played pretty well. You like to see more from Anderson, but it's fine. He was spreading the ball around. Look at all those yards.
Yeah.
Look at all the people who are above 30 yards, almost above 40. Is spreading the ball around. Try to limit the turnovers a little bit more, but you still get the win. Really good game by the Panthers. Going 2-0. Next game. Oh, this was a good one. Real good game.
Vikings gonna Viking.
Vikings are gonna Vikings, and they fall to 0-2. And that, although they're only one game behind because everybody went 0-1, but it's tough to go down 0-2 like that. But
we could just say for the people who didn't watch that the Vikings had a game-winning field goal 5 seconds and just missed it. Pretty brutal.
Vikings are gonna Vikings.
But I would say the biggest story is that just Kyler is on another level right now.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. I have a little bit of a take on that, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit when we get something. Next game, Falcons, Bucks. Bucks take care of business, although the Falcons I thought played well. Kyle Pitts played well.
He did. Against that really good linebacker.
Yeah, they just don't have a defense, as you can see. Next game, absolute choke.
Click on it. Click on that. I just want to. We can just look at the scoring. It was a big. Oh yeah, look right there. Yeah, 24-9. And then blew it in the first half.
Derrick Henry woke up.
Oh my God, he definitely woke up.
He woke up from his slumber. He's pissed off. King Henry's back. We are no longer worried about him. Tannehill.
Well, the Seahawks defense always sucks.
Well, yeah, but you still got to play well to have 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. Julio's there.
They robbed him of a touchdown too.
Yeah, they did rob him, bro. That shit was a touchdown as fuck. Russ played well though. You'd like to see more out of the run game. Lockett's an animal, of course.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think people are figuring out DK. Like,
no, I think the problem is this was the problem last year was they're kind of like the Chiefs in the aspect of you're gonna shut down one, and the other one's gonna do good.
I don't even think that. I just think if you put a good corner, it doesn't have to be a great corner, just a good corner on DK, he has trouble. Like whenever he plays, he has trouble. They don't have Seattle doesn't even have Tennessee really doesn't even have like great corners either. But I don't know. I just think Lockett's better than DK. DK just has the size.
Tyler Lockett's a better all-around receiver, but DK is just like a freak athlete.
Yeah, that's all.
Which is what the problem is.
Yeah. Okay. Next game. But yeah, Seattle's got to finish that game. They got to put them away. Chargers gonna Chargers for this one. They absolutely lead. Cowboys come back and win on
a game. Yeah, I was gonna say
game winner. Yeah,
it was a good game too.
It was a really good game. All the 3:00 games were pretty good. But yeah, Cowboys get it done. They needed that win. Chargers, you'd like to see that, but
Herbert showed obviously like the glimpses of him being super good, but he also showed like a ton of mistakes, which I think he threw 2 picks and had 2 called back, which I mean, he's young. It's his second year. He's going to have that, but it wasn't looking that good, but he's phenomenal out of the pocket and making crazy pinpoint throws. He just has to fix some of the mistakes because they could have easily beat the Cowboys if he didn't have so many mistakes.
Definitely. And for the Sunday night game, the Ravens squeak it out against the Chiefs. I'll let you talk about this since your team.
I'm just going to say the Ravens won, but it goes back to what the Chiefs standard is. The Chiefs beat themselves, and that's the reason we said the only way they lose if they beat themselves. Clyde fumbled on an easy game-winning field goal.
That pick was bad. He should not have thrown that.
Oh yeah, that was also dumb.
That was bad as well.
That was just him trying to do too much and not.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just got to take a sack, as like
Yep.
everyone says. I mean, it's obvious shit. It's not like a deep analysis. He's just tries to make the highlights when he shouldn't sometimes. But Clyde really fumbled it, and I think you got to give a hell of, I don't know the word, but you got to acknowledge how much balls it takes to go for it on 4th down
on
your own territory.
Yeah.
Great coaching and great.
I
Lamar just ran it in.
I like John Harbaugh a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know. The Ravens obviously played well. You have to play well to beat the Chiefs. But like, people are saying that they're Super Bowl contenders. I still just don't see that team as a Super Bowl contender. Because once you figure out the run game, they don't have anything.
Yeah, I will say the Chiefs are in a big difference because they've moved Chris Jones to end. He's not tackle anymore.
He needs to go right back to tackle. He just looks
He's
lost.
not good at end.
He looks lost when he plays end. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Their run game is not through. They have a lot of new pieces on defense.
I saw a stat. The Chiefs spent 25% of their cap space on D-line, and they have 1 tackle for loss.
Yeah.
You have to play better than that. That's terrible.
But the Chiefs usually improve on shit like that.
Yeah, they will. I think they will, but I just they got to play better, and I don't know.
But
my real big thing is what the Chiefs do every year. Andy Reid takes the foot off the gas. He needs to be pounding teams into the ground, because that also would give you the win that game.
They're up and they run the ball twice a drive and incompletion, boom. And they have the ball.
Yeah.
That's what happens. But I will say, I forget what game we said this about week 1, but some team lost, but you can't overreact.
No,
to games. Yeah. It's week 2. Every team's different, moving pieces.
Yeah.
If they move it in the playoffs, it'll be a way different game than this probably. But yeah.
Okay. And for the Monday night game, the Packers get it done against the Lions. The Lions showed flashes first half and then just got absolutely smoked in the second half. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything you want to say on that? I don't think there's too much to say.
My man Hawkinson's a monster for the Lions.
Mm-hmm. I thought Quentin Cephas played well as well.
Yeah, he did. Him, Hawkinson, and Swift are all, I think, a good core for that offense.
All Williams, all of them.
Yeah. But Aaron Jones is an animal.
Yeah.
Almost lost me the fantasy when I was up 50 points.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Packers picked up where they left off last season, which is hopeful for Packers fans because after the Saints performance, it was not looking good.
No.
They're getting clowned.
Alrighty, that's the week 2 recap. Before we wrap it up, let's do what teams do you think are for real after these first 2 weeks, and what teams are phony?
The for real phonies?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you meant. Well, my phony team, I think, is the Niners. I'm not impressed with the Niners at all.
Okay.
They almost lose to 2 mediocre teams back to back. And I think my for real team is going to be the Panthers. I like the fucking Panthers this year, man.
Okay.
I want to see who they play next week. We'll obviously be in the video tomorrow. But
we'll drop that tomorrow.
Yeah.
My phony has got to be the Raiders. I don't know. I think they'll fall off the fucking planet like they always do. I was gonna say Panthers as my for real team, but I'll switch it up. I also want to throw the Cardinals in my phony team.
Really?
I think if you watch that game, Kyler plays well, but he still has those mental mistakes where he throws those picks and he makes the wrong decision. I don't know. The Vikings should have won that game too.
They should have.
They're my phonies as well. The Cardinals. Who else did I say? The Raiders. Those are my two phony teams. And my for real team.
The Giants.
I'm gonna say the Cowboys. The Cowboys are my other for real team. I think they're the real deal. You go into this game, you got a lot of injuries on defense, and people are expecting you to lose. You come out and win. Week 1, you thought they were gonna get blown out. They come out and compete with the Super Bowl champs. So they're like a real team. I think they'll be good. Anything else you want to throw in?
No.
Any last words?
Happy Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever today is.
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah. Well, hope you all liked the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, check out the TikTok, should be in our description.
Yes, check it out, please.
Anything else I'm forgetting? Comment. Fuck the Giants.
Yeah, can we get a fuck the Giants in the chat?
Fuck the Giants in the comments. All right. We'll see y'all later. Peace.